Welcome back to Cult of the Dragon, a D&D Adventure, everybody. So last time, you guys had to deal with the water elementals. They attacked the boat for whatever reason. You defeated all of them. There was one crew guy that got killed. And then we're basically picking up the morning after. So here real quick, if you guys want to, if you need to move your characters at all, like where are you at the top of the morning, so to speak. But yeah, we're starting.
I would like to go find the captain about a business proposition.
Okay. So yeah, we are starting out in the morning, and the ship is sailing along. So I'm gonna start this off. It's like right now, Jalen, your character is on the top of the deck. Normally you would look to see where the wheel is and the captain would be up there, and she's not there. Which is a little odd, because she's the one that's always driving the boat, so to speak, and she's not there. The other thing that you notice, and maybe this is Gex noticing this, is this sailor here that is closest to you. He has started to do the thing that you have noticed from some of the others. So the one that I just made green. To where he is kind of like acting like he's drunk and he's like mumbling and act like he doesn't know where he is.
And Jalen had mentioned that he was going to go find the captain, or are you on the top deck or below deck?
I was probably on the top deck looking for her because, again, she's always at the wheel or up on the poop deck.
Gotcha.
And so that's where I started. So I'm probably pretty close to where you're at.
So if we want to deal with the captain thing first, like I said, you notice that she's not there. So maybe you're not sure where she is.
Yeah, glance around. Probably notice this guy mumbling to himself, and look at Gex kind of quizzically.
Looks like we got another one of those mumblers or whatever. Should we take him down below? Or...
Yeah, let's put him with the others. Okay. It's going to be a whole crew thing here pretty soon.
I know.
All right, so you guys very carefully escort him down to where the other ones are. So right now there's 2 crew guys and 3 harpers that are all along this wall, secured, that are just acting like they're drunk, or there's something wrong with them.
Not seeing the captain on deck or in the main hold, I'm going to walk back towards her cabin.
And when you walk back by the table, there's like a couple of sailors there, like cleaning up that area.
Hey, gentlemen, how you guys doing today?
Good, sir.
Well, we had another one of your crew with the mumbling fits.
Huh, that's strange. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me.
I hope it doesn't happen to any more people. We can't afford to start losing crew. By the way, have you seen the captain this morning?
Yeah, she hasn't come out of her quarters, which is a little odd.
All right. I'm going to go over and rap a tap on her door.
And you get no response.
Try again. Call out to the captain.
And no response.
All right. I'm going to look at the crew. Gentlemen, do you find this odd at all? She's not responding.
Yes, indeed. Perhaps we should take a look.
Check the door, see if it's locked.
And it is locked.
Gentlemen, do you mind if we coerce our way inside? Let me go find Gex.
Normally, I would say we should leave the captain alone, but this is definitely interesting. So as long as we're careful, I don't want to make her mad. You know, she's got a temper sometimes.
I think we can handle that. I'll be right back. Gex, your services are needed.
So Gex would have kind of heard you calling for the captain, knocking on the door, so he's like assumes like kind of what you're having in mind.
You think you can get this door open before we have Granola or somebody kick it down?
Oh, I think I can get in there. Yeah, it's to be a standard door. Okay. Any other special blocks I should know about on here? Kind of asking the sailor or something.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Make sure that I hope I can get in here. So he kind of grabs hold of his luck stone, and then he's gonna give it a shot. You try to unlock the door.
All right.
I will cast Bless on him.
Is that for ability checks too?
I believe it is. Hold on a second.
I'm thinking it's not, but I could be misremembering. Isn't it just saving throws and attack rolls and?
Yeah.
Attack roll or saving throw? Yeah. So
If the door blows up, though, I'm good. Nah, you can save me. Sleight of hand.
You might be thinking of guidance, Jalen.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
that.
been playing too many freaking RPGs on the computer.
Oh. Thank goodness for the look stone.
Yeah, that door opens right up.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna push the door open, call out to the captain again before stepping inside.
And again, no response. So the door opens kind of inwards, and so you get a very clear shot of her bed, like, immediately. And it definitely appears that she is in her bed, and she looks like she's, like, wrapped up in her, blankets or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand on my sword and enter cautiously, call out to her again.
Nothing.
Is there anything in the room that I could use as a prodding mechanism without getting next to her?
Yeah, you find like behind the door there's a broom.
Okay, I'm gonna, gently push on her just to try and get her attention like you would a heavy sleeping person that might wake and want to kill you instantly, not expecting you to be there.
Yeah, give me a, you know what, let's do a medicine check. Okay, so you can see that she is breathing. And then you poke her and you can see like, she like moves, as you like, poke at her. But again, no response.
Okay, stand by just a second. I would like to cast that.
Okay. So, you don't detect any of those things.
Okay, well, no information is still information, right?
Yep, so she's not poisoned or anything like that.
So Gex is there, kind of right behind Jalen. That sees her. You figured anything out, or
No, still just going through the triage process.
let me see if maybe some sort of magical thing's going on or something. So he's gonna cast Detect Magic.
All right. And as you guys are doing this, Leosin shows up and he's like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
We have an unresponsive captain.
I see, and I see that we've also added another sailor to our wall over there.
That is true. He was found this morning when we woke up on deck.
Okay, so detect magic. There definitely is magic at work here.
Whoa. Hey, Leothan, you might want to get in here.
Hold on just a second.
What school of magic is it?
I gotta look if I wrote a note on this. Now, earlier, when you scanned the entire ship, I told you about a type of magic. Do we remember what that was? It'd be the same thing.
Man, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sorry. Actually, before that.
Yeah, it was before that. Let me just double check my notes.
Yeah, because it was the same thing that he got off of something below deck, and which we never found out what was below deck or something like that.
Let me just... I'm gonna say enchantment.
That was it. Yeah, Leothan. It seems some magical, like, enchantment is affecting the captain. Not the same, but same school of magic that's affecting the men earlier.
That is very strange. And you said earlier when you used your ability around the ship that it's kind of coming from like the whole ship, maybe, or
Well, I detected it on a couple of the guys that were on the top deck, and then it was something that was below, and then when it came below, started looking for stuff, and then that's when the water elementals attacked.
I don't know. Do you guys have any idea on what might be causing this?
No, I think it's... We haven't seen anything within or on the ship, so not sure.
Kind of go back out, kind of peek outside the door. Does the captain or the crew, do you guys keep any like items you may have looted or for plunder or anything like that that could maybe have some magical sort of effects on them?
And they like shake their head no.
Well, there goes that idea.
Well, I think here's what I want to do. Let's get whoever the second in command is and talk to him about searching the ship. We want to search for, obviously, any items that look out of place. any feelings, nausea, lightheadedness, or anything like that. If they feel that, let us know. And we want teams of 2, one person standing back watching the person that's doing the searching, but not close enough that they might be afflicted by anything that the other person comes in contact with.
So Leosin says, I have a question. What is that? And he points across the ship to the middle of the ship, down below. That thing that is wrapped, that giant thing there that's wrapped in that material.
Yep. We saw that the day I approached the captain about tickets. It's just some sort of statue or something. It's just a big stone thing. I don't think it's anything.
Oh. Okay.
Well, let's ask the second in command guy about that.
So one of the sailors says, he'll be up top at the wheel.
Should somebody stay close, watching outside the door of the captain's place here? Maybe a couple people, like Jalen said.
Yeah, we can. This is a sailor talking. Yeah, we can definitely keep an eye on her. Leave the door open.
Oh, yeah. Or even close the door, but make sure that you two are watching each other. So, like Jalen said, that, if something happens to one, make sure that you're protecting each other.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Leosin, what made you question the cargo?
Well, we've been walking by that thing ever since we got here, and it's all wrapped up. I didn't know what was under there. But you say it's some kind of statue?
Yeah, we saw we were coming to ask about tickets, and they were loading it, and I asked her, and she said it was some sort of statue that she's being paid to transport. At least that's what she told me, so...
All right, I'm going to go up on deck and talk to the lieutenant.
Okay. So yeah, you find him up there steering the ship. It's a nice sunny day out.
All right, I'm going to let him know about the other crewmen that we added to the mumbling wall, and then tell him about the captain being unresponsive and the detection of the same type of magic. And then I want to ask him about the statue that's in the hold.
Yeah. So he'd say, yeah, I thought it was a little strange that the captain wasn't at her post this morning, so I thought I would sort of take control of the ship and, keep us moving along. But you say you're asking about the cargo down below. Well, all I
Yes.
know is that we're delivering it to a point up north. The captain would know more detail, but as I understand it, we're not really delivering it to a port. We're kind of delivering it to like a random spot, and we're supposed to just leave it there. I mean, he paid up front, so we don't really care, but still kind of an odd request for such a large item.
All right, well, other than us, What else has been brought on board when we came on?
Just everything down below. There's crates of, materials and food and, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, would you mind if we searched it? Does the captain have a log of everything she brought on and where it's going?
Yeah, it'd be in her quarters.
Do you mind if we take a look at it under the current circumstances?
Yes, I understand. It's all right. Go ahead.
All right, we'll report back when we know more.
All right, sounds good. Keep me posted.
All right, gentlemen, there should be a cargo log in the captain's quarters. I recommend we go through that. We got permission from the lieutenant, and I'd like Leosin and Gex to kind of see what you can do with the cargo and search it, detect whatever you can, and see if we can narrow it down to something that was brought on board at the same time we came on.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, as you go over the log, it pretty much just seems like pretty standard stuff. You see they're making a trip to Neverwinter, where most of the stuff is going, and you can see it's crates like, here's some food, here's some like crates of like tools. There's a little bit of like armor, stuff like that. And then you see the last entry. It says like statue, and it simply says like south of Icewind Dale, and then it lists like just some like coordinates, and then next to the coordinates it says leave on beach here.
All right, I'm going to go out and tell everybody, well, my group, what I found in the log, and that I think we should search everything, but kind of focus our attention on the statue when we're done. How big is this statue?
It's pretty good size. It goes all the way from the ground up to where it's basically touching the. There's on the top of the ship there's the area that they can basically open up like two big doors, and there's also like a net there kind of. But it's basically going right from the floor to where the very tippy top of the thing is hitting that, but it's also wrapped right now, so you guys would have to like unwrap it if you want to see it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
But yeah, so yeah, you search like through all the crates, and yeah, you don't find anything. I will say, does anybody want to do any like special rolls or anything, or are you trying to use detect magic again, or?
Yeah, Gex can just cast that at will now. So.
Okay. So yeah, nothing from the crates.
So moving from the crates, Gex then comes over, sees Jalen kind of starting to take off the cloth and stuff from it, so he's gonna use detect magic on it also.
All right. So yeah, Leosin is there, and he says, all right, let's see what this thing is. So as you unwrap it, this is what you see.
Can I do a religion check and see if there's anything noticeable about it?
Yeah. So you will notice that it's a little beat up. Probably the biggest thing you notice are the glyphs on the front of it are lit up.
Now, why would a spell be active on a statue in the middle of the ocean?
Gex is gonna reach into his pouch. I wonder if this might help. Yeah, I have this a potion of comprehension. Something to do with being able to understand languages.
That's very interesting. Does that let you understand every language? How does that work?
When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of comprehend language spell for an hour.
Let me check that.
Here's comprehend language spells for the duration. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also can understand any written language that you can see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
You really want to touch that thing?
How else we gonna figure out what it is? You're a good healer. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Can we get a long wooden pole to be able to knock him off when the arc flash starts going off?
Hey, if nothing's wrong with me, nobody's smacking with the long pole, okay?
I might just check. I mean, you never know.
Whatever. Stand back. Bottoms up. Got a little bit of aftertaste, but not too bad. You think I should touch the glowing part, or maybe not the glowing part? What the hell? What's the worst that can happen, right? Dex goes ahead and touches it.
All right, 1 second. So yeah, you detect it, and you know, the words and the information you seek come rushing to your mind, and you're able to make out the words. And the first thing that you learn is that it is from a language that has been lost for 1,000 years. Nobody knows the name of this language anymore, but you are able to make out the words. And the words that you see are sleep, death, protection, and then the final word is cut off, and you can't quite figure out what that last word says.
What a crummy statue. Whoa, what a rush. Okay, okay. This is what I got. It's an old language, like way older than me. So there's like 4 words. One is sleep. I would take that the captain. Death. I don't think we've had death. Protection. Sure what that is. And then the last word, it's broken off. I can't make out what the last word is.
So Leosin says, oh, that's very interesting. You say an old language.
Yeah, like thousands of years old or something like that.
After all of that, and all you have to say is that it's interesting?
Is there any way to counter any of these spells?
The potion just has me. I understand the language. I don't know even how to counter them or anything like that.
Kind of look at Leosin.
Well, I've only heard stories of like the civilizations that came before us. And there are stories of ancient powerful magic. This could be a relic of those times. It would definitely be dangerous to meddle with such a thing.
What if we dropped it overboard?
That might.
I think the captain might kill us if we do that.
I mean,
We have enough we can compensate her for whatever she was delivering the statue for.
That's true.
But by dropping it overboard, I mean, there is a percentage chance, but can it get any worse than it is now?
Well, what if the people affected die?
yeah.
I mean, I'm just throwing out there another little scenario, but it's a good idea, but how the heck would we get it out of here?
Well, it's a cargo ship, so I would assume that it has some type of yard arm that we can pick it up out of here and drop it over the side. They were going to have a way to drop it on the beach in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and it is something that you have noticed. It's like up top and it's like folded up.
There's that.
Just an option. I'm assuming the protection spell is against the statue, so we probably won't be able to destroy it or do anything to damage it.
Oh, maybe there's something I can't make out because it's broken at the bottom. Is the bumbling spell over there, or those guys?
Well, to go back to your earlier question, Jalen, usually objects like this do have an aura, and so if we were to get rid of it, odds are it would cure the crew.
All right, let's go back up and talk to the lieutenant.
Yes, I will say as we're walking here, as far as breaking it's already got cracks, and you can see it's very old. We might be able to destroy it. I think it's possible, but again, as I said, meddling with these ancient devices can be troubling. If we destroy it, it could unleash a curse or who knows what. So something else to consider.
And dropping it overboard leaves it in one piece and just puts it in a different location.
Yeah. What did, other than like the magic, did I get just like enchantment stuff from it? The tech magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing like a magic like protection, anything like that? It didn't detect anything like that?
Not that you can detect.
All right, well, what do you guys want to do? We got to talk to the lieutenant about it.
What do you think would happen if we tried to alter the symbols?
Knowing what I know of magic, I believe that any chant or anything we do to tamper with it or alter it or damage it does have a chance of causing something catastrophic. That's why I recommended just relocating it as a whole.
So you asked that question to kind of like the group that we're walking with, right?
Yes.
Okay. That was a check for Leosin. Okay. Leosin would make the comment of, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like a lot of times with objects like this, there might be a code word or a code phrase or something similar to that to activate and deactivate it. If this thing's got multiple magical properties, it could, in theory, be multiple code phrases. But that's his guess.
Gex kind of stays back with the statue, and he's just looking around it. Is there anything else, or is that what the words we saw? Is that on every side, or is it just the one side?
Just the one side.
Anything written on any of the other sides?
No, not that you can see.
Okay, because he's looking around like that's what he's doing. He's spending his time. He has
Yeah.
an hour of comprehend language.
The very, very top of it, like, it might be kind of hard for you to see because it says kind of tall. But the top of it, and actually you might be able to see it better from up top, but the top of it does appear to be gold. Like the very, very tippy top.
Go, you say.
So switching up top, Jalen talking to the lieutenant.
All right, I'll run down what we found, all of that, what the different recommendations were from the group, and turn to Jonathan and Leos and ask if they have anything else to add.
So the lieutenant says, "Wait, so you telling me that thing is glowing?"
Like a glow stick at a rave.
I don't know what that is. Maybe a southern thing. That seems like some kind of curse to me, and we sailors are not a fan of curses on our ship.
Well, you have any other recommendations from what we've already proposed?
I don't think there's anything I can help with this.
I wish the captain was here. It's not really my place to make these decisions.
Well, it is now.
And
she's incapacitated.
And we were paid to do this, so I hate to get rid of it. It would hurt the ship's honor to not fulfill what we've been paid to do.
I understand that, but you want to save the crew or you want to save your reputation?
Well, at the moment, this thing's been doing what it's been doing. Sure, there's some people who are incapacitated, but we're still able to sail. So, part of me thinks we should just keep moving forward until it gets worse. If this boat can no longer move, then maybe we don't do. Then maybe we do something.
Your boat. We're just making recommendations.
I mean, we're only a few days from dropping you lot off anyway. I mean, I would say in the next day and a half, if anybody else comes down with this sickness, then let's maybe reconsider our options.
Well, how far past our destination is the drop-off point for this?
Oh, it's a good solid 2 weeks.
All right. Well, that puts us way off our timeline, but yeah, I don't like leaving you guys on the boat with a diminishing crew.
Because, yeah, we drop you off, and then we head north for another, 3 days to Neverwinter, and then there we'll resupply. And then it's another week and a half up to wherever this drop point is. But, like I said, let's see if the captain wakes up in the next, day and a half. Let's see if anybody else comes down with this sickness or whatever it is, and then maybe we make a decision.
Okay. I'm going to go back down and talk to our folks.
But I will say that if I am incapacitated with this, whatever it is, I would give you permission to take command of this vessel.
Roger. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Once Leosin gets down here, I want to ask if anybody has any type of barrier spell, anything that we can block, anything like that.
So, what did the second in command have to say?
He doesn't want us to do anything to it. He wants to give it another couple days before he makes a decision, unless for some reason he becomes incapacitated, and then we have command of the vessel.
Well, to answer your question, Jalen, I have the ability to put a magical armor on myself, and then I have an ability to magically seal a doorway or passageway, but putting something around this, I don't think I can do.
Can you do the wall to the captain's quarters?
Could I put I like to call the ability Arcane Lock. Could I put a lock on that door? Yes, I believe so.
Would a lock block any magic from entering that room?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so that doesn't do us any good then.
I don't have a barrier either. I've heard about certain other spells that can take away magical properties, but I don't know any spells like that.
How about you, Jonathan?
I don't think I have anything.
Well, Leosin says, smiling, well, guys, some lot of magical users we are.
I mean, we could always just try to wing it and try to alter the symbols so they no longer work.
I think those symbols are carved in there. I don't think they'll actually move. What about your druid friends? Maybe they have something that could help.
Guys, I'm going to go pray for a little bit and see if I can get any guidance. Kid, I'm gonna message you on Discord.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Emerald Enclave people, they've been around, so they've probably heard some of the stuff that's been going on. And they also say, like, no, it's no ability that we would have. They joke that they can, like, speak with animals and do some stuff like that, but nothing along these levels. So Leosin says to Gex, so the magic that you use to understand the words, I mean, this code phrase thing is kind of just stuck in my head. But like I said, I don't even know if that's a thing, really, in this situation. And kind of going back to what Jonathan was saying about maybe trying to alter it, like, would you have any sort of guess as to what the code word, a code phrase would even be for this thing?
Oh, so like maybe the order in which the words are there. You did say them in order, right? From top to bottom.
Yep.
So sleep, death, protection, and something.
Yep.
So you're looking at it. Maybe sleep could be good or bad. Death typically is bad. Protection, usually good. And then something, I don't know. Captain's asleep. We did have one death, the crew, but that wasn't because of this stuff.
So let me know when you want to come back, Jalen. I have an idea for that.
Okay.
And just to confirm, that's not a spell that you currently have, like technically speaking. You have access to it, but you didn't choose it.
Correct.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna have you do. Roll me a religion check.
You're a cleric, though, right?
Yes.
Just go to sleep. You can prepare any spell.
Okay.
If
So
it's a cleric spell.
Yeah, I guess that is true. It would take until the next day, I guess. So I'll leave it up to the DM. I propose something to him, and we can see how he wants to play it. I think what I proposed kind of adds a more creative input.
Oh, that's cool. I was
Yeah.
just meaning.
So Jalen, you went and you prayed to your deity, and you feel like they did speak to you, and you come back enlightened.
Okay, now let me see if I can find this spell.
So I have it up already. So as you
Okay, you
you
wanna
choose.
post
Yeah. So Jalen is going to attempt to do dispel magic. So choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of level 3 or lower on the target ends. So we obviously don't know what level these spells are.
Right. But if it's higher, I get a chance to dispel it, right? But if it's lower, then it just automatically dispels.
Okay. So, explain or how are you going to attempt to do this?
So I would probably focus on the statue itself being an object, not necessarily on any one of the spells. Especially not, obviously I would know what the spell intent is, but not exactly how it works, never having used it before or practicing it. So I would focus on the statue itself and attempt to cast the dispel magic spell on the object.
Okay. So you initiate that, and as he does that, you guys, I will say that the glow of the words, it was like a bluish color. When he does that, the glow on all of the words turned red. And then in your mind, you hear a voice. And the voice says, "You must choose one."
And we had death, sleep, protection, and an unknown, right?
Yep.
Protection. Is that even a choice? only good decent option there is protection.
Well, again, I really think the protection is the protection of the statue itself. We don't know what the death spell does or hieroglyph does, but we do know, we have an idea of what the sleep one does, and we kind of have an idea of what the fourth one is, even though we can't read it, having symptoms on the ship of something else that is not normal. This is a concentration spell, or is it a ritual?
It is. It's a ritual.
All right. So as a ritual, I'm assuming I can hear what they're saying, but I wouldn't be necessarily able to communicate back without losing focus on what I'm doing.
Well, I would say that this is a special case because you were given the ability to do this one time by your deity.
Okay.
So
then I would relay what the voice said. I'm assuming it's probably from my deity Shantia, giving me guidance on what to do.
Actually, I'm gonna say that it's not. If Shantia has spoken to you, you've always heard it in one voice. This is something different.
Okay. So again, I'm gonna relay it. Obviously not from my deity because it's a different inflection. So, and then just kind of keep focusing on what to do, feedback.
Yeah, I think you made the statue angry, Jalen. It turned red.
Again, it said I could pick one of the spells to focus my energy on. So if we focus on sleep, we could probably wake up the captain. If we smoke on the fourth one that we don't know, we probably get crew back, but that doesn't help us with the captain. Death, nothing has happened yet, but this could activate that, or something else could activate it later. And then protection, again, I think protection is against the statue itself. What else would it be protecting?
Safest option is probably sleep.
That's what I was thinking too. Leosin, Gex.
What if it put us to sleep?
That's why I said it was the safest option.
Yeah, it's definitely
Harper.
It's definitely an interesting choice. So if your deity has given you the option to, or the power to potentially dispel one of these, I mean, what you've already done has activated this monolith. We don't know what you're gonna do, if it's actually gonna dispel it or if it's gonna unleash it. We just, like, guys, I hate to repeat myself, but messing with this ancient technology is sketchy. So we just got to be careful. I mean, it's your choice, Jalen. I'll stand by whatever you decide to do.
So do I back off and not do anything?
I mean, I do agree that if we're gonna push one of these buttons, so to speak, that sleep is probably the best one, but I don't know.
Well, seeing how it turned red, and we've clearly upset something in the balance, I'm going to focus on death. I think we can solve everything else other than people dying.
Yes, I do think now that we have activated it, I think we do have to do something. I don't...
All right, so I will attempt to dispel the death hieroglyph or rune or whatever.
Okay. So you channel your power into that using your mind. you're saying, I want to deactivate, dispel the word death.
Correct.
And so you see the other words go back to blue, but death remains red. And you can see it kind of like flickers and flickers and flickers. And then now the entire monolith starts to have a red glow to it, and it starts to pulse. And then you guys can almost feel like an energy building up. And then before you can do anything, it just pulses, like boom. And you see a pulse or a shockwave just go away from the monolith, through you guys, through the ship, outward. And then everything is just
Campaign over, gentlemen.
And then everything is just silent. And the word death is now not glowing.
Are we dead?
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
think
check
Jalen-
myself, look around, listen.
Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, hold on a moment, says Leosin. I'm going to... Seems to be the same as before. I'm not noticing anything different.
That's okay.
But that doesn't mean anything, I suppose.
We didn't make anything worse. We didn't kill anybody. And I think now, with us tampering with it or doing whatever, we have less of a chance of killing us all. Just a feeling I have.
Yeah, it seems like our friends over on the side over there are still kind of out of it.
Oh, as you were kind of going through that, I was thinking about something. What if that was like a lever, and each one of the words was like a different, like, position on that tool? A different mode or something.
We will probably never know, but death is no longer glowing blue, and it's no longer glowing red. And everything else seems to be back to its original state.
Leosin says, well, Jalen, thanks for the entertainment for today, but I think I need to find some drinks now.
I am a bit famished and tired.
But the other words are still glowing, then, right?
Yep. Leosin walks upstairs. Emerald Enclave goes back to the front of the boat.
So The mumblers are still the same.
And the captain's still up.
And just for the sake of curiosity, if Gex does detect magic, is it still the same things on the statue?
Yes.
Okay, so now what?
Well, I need to find some food and take a rest for a little while. That took a lot out of me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you guys kind of fiddled with that. We're gonna say like all day. And so it's 6 or 7 p.m. and it's starting to get dark out. I don't know if you guys are still where you are or not. Leosin comes down.
Yeah.
And he says, man, it's starting to get really foggy out there.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I go take a look.
Yeah, it also seems kind of colder than normal, but who knows? He walks up with you.
How's it going? I guess I call you the captain right now, or acting captain.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe I'll have my own ship someday.
Maybe you will. So my friend here was thinking it was a little colder than he was thinking it should be.
Yeah, the wind has really calmed down, and yeah, it's gotten unusually cold. I don't know, must be the weather or something.
Typical, have that kind of weather around here.
Not really. I don't know. Maybe we hit a cold pocket off the mountains or something. Who knows?
And the fog.
Yeah, even as you guys are up there, it's like gotten darker and darker and foggier and foggier. And then Gex and Leosin, kind of like from around the ship, you hear like an evil like laugh. Just like a ha 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 ha. And then the lieutenant you're talking to like dead stops. He's like, did you guys hear that?
If we say no, does that mean it didn't happen?
That was... Is there another... I'm sure you know that sound carries over water. Is there another ship nearby?
Gex is gonna take a look, since he's got the devil sight and he can like see through magical darkness. He's gonna try to look through the fog and see if he can see anything.
Yeah, and he yells out to his crew. I mean, as it's getting dark, they're naturally lighting like the hooded lanterns and stuff around the ship. But he yells at the guys to like really hop to it. We need to make sure we're fully lit.
So what did we do? And I go ahead and cast Find Sense.
You are definitely picking up something. There is something getting close.
So is it celestial, fiend, or undead?
It's undead.
Well, we got some sort of undead thing approaching.
So looking through the fog, does Gex see anything?
No, you don't see it. Leosin says, "Jonathan, you said what? We're out in the middle. We're out in the middle of the water."
All I know is that I can feel something undead approaching.
Somebody better go get Jalen. I'll do it.
And as you're running down the like stairs, yeah, you're running down those stairs right there, Gex. You look over to your left, and seemingly out of nowhere,
At the top deck.
seemingly out of nowhere, this ship just like appears right next to yours.
That bunch of undead. Yep, found them. They're right here.
I blame Jalen.
The ship is like black and green, and it looks like it's half destroyed. And you look over to see if you can get a glimpse at like their captain, and this is what you see. Behind the wheels, so to speak. Oh, hold on, I gotta close the thing.
It's Barbosa.
And again, like as it decloaks and it gets right up next to your guys' ship, again you hear that like evil laugh that just seems to like echo everywhere. So Leosin says, hey, Jalen, what word did you remove again?
Death.
Well, it appears that death has come for us.
Look at who's making
Why?
jokes now. Look at who's making jokes now. That's a good one.
I apply this to Leosin. As well as this to Leosin.
+1 bonus to AC and saving throws. Okay. So I'm going to pull up our turn order here. Let me make sure I get a good reset on it.
Go get those Emerald Enclave guys, too.
Yeah, they'll come up. Actually, I'll say they're right here. But, yeah, go ahead and click on your token, and let's get rolling. Don't know if we'll finish this fight tonight or not, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, you see an undead captain, and you see a bunch of like floating spectrals on the ship. By the way, you've noticed that Gwenora is back in her usual spot. She managed to barter some pipeweed from the sailors now.
Really a barbarian.
At some point during this, she probably yells across the ship, and she's like, "Jonathan, what's going on?"
Just another fight if you want to join us.
Please tell me it's not water things again.
No, Jalen called dead things to attack us.
That's even worse.
You guys are all excited about nothing.
Why can't we fight something normal for a change?
I've been waiting for this fight my entire life.
As a cleric. Honestly, yeah, cleric and paladin. If we die here,
Why do you think I already applied protection on the person with the lowest AC here?
So,
You guys forget what I can do. You guys are always so negative.
I'm not.
Jalen is like, a ghostly undead ship? Okay, banish the whole thing. So Gwenora comes down near Jonathan, and she's got like a pipe hanging out of her mouth. And she's like, who did this?
It was Gex's fault.
So she's actually going to save her turn. The Emerald Enclave archers actually come up top here, and they are going to start taking some pot shots at the white ghost up top. So 1, 2, both those are hits. Good start.
Which ones are they shooting at?
They're like the white ghost at the very, very top.
Good.
And then we go to Gex.
Height-wise, like, how high is the railing here and stuff? I'm just curious. On either ship.
Yeah, so the boats, there's an area, and you can kind of see it like right here, to where there is no railing. The boats are very, very close to each other. There's maybe a 2 or 3 foot like little jump you'd have to make. Unless somebody wants to put down a board or something.
Gex is, of course, his cloak is doing his Klingon bird of prey cloak right now. And he's going to go attack the... Can I see the green one for that stairwell, or is it still behind that one?
Yeah, you can probably see it. It's fine.
This on the first one.
That is a hit.
11?
Yep.
Okay. And then... Second one.
Okay.
$15 damage.
Eldritch Blast hitting the ghost.
Nice, nice. He is going to and I kind of duck down that stairwell just a little bit, and that's his turn.
Alrighty. So I am gonna make a roll here. Jalen, Gwenora, Leosin, Jonathan, 1 through 4, in that order. 1d4. Survey says Gwenora. So the captain reaches out, his like bony hand points towards Gwenora and is going to cast assuming I have a pop-up that I can't see. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I gotta do this at level 4. Okay. Phantasmal Killer. So you tap into the nightmare of a creature you can see within range and create an illusionary manifestation of its deepest fears, which in this case is being on a boat. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, and the DC is going to be 17, it says. I think she's failing this. Well, she does have a +3. She saved.
Huzzah!
Wow.
Good old pipeweed.
Yeah. I get a +1 for the pipeweed. Do I take half damage on the field save? The target becomes frightened.
It says on the save, the spell ends.
Yep, just ends.
Okay. All right. The ghosts don't care about no jumping or whatever, because the ghost can just float and fly. So we're gonna have one ghost move to here, 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 one ghost move to here.
Bring them all to me.
Just double checking. Ghost, do you have the undead tag, right?
Pretty sure, yeah. Yes, 100%. All right.
So if I use my Divine Smite version instead of Thunderous Smite, I do a +1d8 against undead. Interesting.
All right, that's 8 necrotic damage to Emerald Enclave. All right, we're going to go kind of down the list here. First strike against Jalen. That's a miss. We'll do Jonathan. Actually, we'll do double Jonathan. 21, is that... That's a miss, right? Okay, the sailor that is driving the boat. Possession. Where is my... Oh, here we go. Okay, so for possession, that is a DC 13 charisma saving throw. He succeeds. All right, move to Jalen. And watch the
How
fireworks.
many of these are within 30 feet of me right now?
I'll say 4.
All right. I put my hand to my chest. I say a prayer loudly to turn back the undead, and they must do things.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
And what's the DC on that?
I'm looking. Hold on. My save DC is 15.
Okay. We'll just go red, yellow, green, blue, top to bottom. Red. 19. 21. 12. So, only 1. So it says the turn creature must spend its turn trying to move far away. So that's next turn, yeah. And can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet. They don't take any damage.
No damage. They have to spend their turn moving away from me. Can't be within 30 feet. But I do believe when they move away, it still causes reactions from other characters.
Okay.
So they can basically use the dash action to run as far away as possible.
Okay.
I was going to say, since they're ghosts, there's no point at which they cannot move.
Yep. All right. Anything else on your side?
No, not at this time. I think that'll end my turn.
All right. Jonathan?
Okay, I'm going to attack the guy in front of me with my flail.
Blue or green?
Green.
Okay. That's a hit.
How's he looking?
I don't think that one hasn't, or no, that one's been touched a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. So he's looking mostly okay.
Okay, in that case, I am going to trigger Divine Smite for an additional 8.
So we're doing the 7, the 6, and the 8?
Yeah, why not? Plus another 1d8 because he's undead.
Let's see here. Ooh, you almost killed him there, but not quite.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Leosin's got one right in front of him. And so he is going to do... let's do a little firebolt. That is a hit for 5. Gwenora will swing at green. Probably get a kill there. Yep, okay, so green one screams and then dissolves into a pile of dust. That one's dead. She then slightly repositions on the side of Jalen here. And swings one more time for another 10. Alright, Emerald Enclave. Has one right in their face. They're gonna drop their bow and take out their dagger. For 5. Back to Gex.
So Gex is going to move a little bit. Coming along right there. To move there for the rest of his movement there. And then he's going to target the red one.
Okay. Big 26.
Big 4.
That's an 11.
11. That's his turn.
Okay. Gotta look at one spell here. Range 10 feet. Okay. Captain is going to target Jonathan this time. Little chill touch. But a 17 is a miss. You feel like a ghostly hand, like, kind of touch you a little bit, and you're like, ooh.
Good thing I'm fired up.
All right, Ghost on Emerald Enclave. That'll be a hit for 9. And then we'll go Ghost on Jalen. Miss. Blue Ghost will run away here in a second. Purple Ghost on Lieutenant. Miss. Blue one runs all the way to the other ship.
So does Leosin and Jonathan get attack of opportunity?
Yes, good call. Thank you. Yeah, Jonathan, if you want to go first.
For 9.
for Leosin. A rule question. This might be a JT question. I forget. Can you use a cantrip as an attack of opportunity?
If there is usually a feat for it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep. I don't know. He might have it. I'd have to see Leosin's.
No, he doesn't. 5 actually. Oh no, a 5 is a hit. For 2.
That's almost impossible to miss him then.
Spoiler alert, their AC is 3. Okay.
I think that means the blue guy's no longer scared because he took damage. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
orange.
1
I'll
minute or
take
it
any
takes
damage.
damage.
All right, so back to Jalen.
Still beneficial. All right, I will pull out my fancy schmancy scimitar and attack the yellow ghost. And I will use my bonus action to attack again.
Good damage.
Yep, very good.
And that will be my turn.
How far away is the captain from me?
Yeah, I know this is not to scale. I'm gonna say he's 40 feet.
Okay. Then I am going to use Misty Step to get over here. And then I'm going to go up to the captain.
And right when you approach him, he like just looks at you with like this deathly stare. And he doesn't really move like his mouth, but you just hear like around you just that ha 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 ha.
And I'll attack with my flail.
13's a miss.
Just for the 10. Oh, of course it is. That'll end my turn.
All right, Leosin is going to run up the stairs here real quick and get in kind of behind the lieutenant guy. And he will pop this one, or at least attempt to try this. Another firebolt. 21 for 5. Gwenora on the yellowish one. 1, 2. 8, 5. Actually, that's going to be exactly enough to kill that one. So you see the axe kind of just go through the ghost, and then the ghost like screams and goes into a pile of like ash or whatever. Emerald Enclave dagger attack. 24 hit. 7. Back to Gex.
Doesn't the Emerald Enclave get 3 attacks?
For RP purposes, I'm going to say no right now.
Ooh, 23 total on that one.
And sorry, you were targeting which one?
The red one again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot I get to attack twice. I've only been attacking once.
Oh, yeah, you gotta... All right. Captain likes when people are in melee range of him. Let's see.
That'll like me.
This ought to be a fun spell. Let's try it. Oh, I rolled a nat 1 on the Vampiric Touch. Boo. So, I missed anyway. So you make a melee spell attack against a creature, which we missed. On hit, the target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and you regain. Okay, so it missed anyway. Unfortunate. Where's my fun? Ghost on Emerald Enclave, 7 miss. Those ones are dead. Ghost on Lieutenant. Okay. Blue is gonna go ahead and move. Where should I move you? We'll actually move you back over here. And then we go to Jalen.
All right. I will attack the blue one. For 13. That didn't kill him?
Nope. Not quite. And
For another 9.
9's also not going to get the job done.
The hell, he took a lot of damage running away.
Oh, yeah, I asked about that. Do they take damage when you cast that spell?
No, but remember, I mean, you had
Oh, yeah. I got you.
2 attacks of opportunity against him.
Yep. All right, Jonathan.
All right.
Ooh, 28 coming out.
Ooh.
Yes, and I'm going to take that extra. And let's see what we do here. An additional 8 and an additional 5. And second attack.
Jeez.
Oh my.
Wow.
I'm not taking the extra 4 though.
You sure?
Oh, sure. Why not?
You're not gonna
We'll do the
kill.
extra 4.
You're not gonna kill him. I'm just.
You
If I'm not going to kill him, then
foil
no.
very often, do it.
I only have 1 charge left, so I'm going to save it. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Back to Leosin. Do I want to do anything else different? Not quite yet. You know what? Let's go Magic Missile. One, 2, 3. I was actually pretty good Magic Missile.
That's a good one.
All right. Gwen Nora will She saw that Jonathan ran over there, so after she killed that ghost, she like yells out, "Jonathan, I'm coming!" So she comes over here and she makes the jump. She's actually going to use a dash action to make it to here, and that's all she can do, I'm going to say. Alright, dagger attack on Ghost. For 7. That one's looking pretty rough. Back to Gex.
Still targeting the red ghost there. Still up?
Barely. This should do it no matter what it is. Okay. So yeah, you pop that one with an Eldritch Blast, and that one fizzles out.
Gonna take his movement to move up there. And that's his turn.
Okay. Alright. Undead Captain on Jonathan. This time he's actually going to swing with his scimitar. I don't know why I did all that. He rolled a nat 1 anyway. It doesn't matter. That's twice.
Oh, it's probably disadvantaged because he's undead and I'm a paladin. That's definitely what's going on.
Ghost on Jalen. That actually is a hit, I think, for 9.
Yes.
You rolled a nat 1 twice on me, and I rolled a nat 20 twice on him.
Yep. All right, we are going to attempt to do this again. This is on the Emerald Enclave, Possession. DC 13 Charisma. Nobody's getting possessed today. Back to the Lieutenant. 7. As we go to Jalen.
All right. This thing better die this time.
And you slice through it, and it goes away. It's dead.
All right. How far is it to the purple one?
About 20 feet.
And I'll use my bonus action to attack him.
Okay.
For 11.
Big 11. All right, we'll go to Jonathan. $17 is a hit.
So I will hold on. I will take the extra 4. And give me a moment. An additional 7. And an additional 2.
Okay.
And then an additional 7. And that'll end my turn.
By the way, if you're curious, he's looking just fine.
Oh boy.
All right, back to Leosin. Little Ray Frost this time. For 5. Alright, Gwenora. Let me look at one thing here real quick on her. Okay, she is gonna pull a reckless attack. If anybody's curious what that is.
Jonathan, you're dying.
Actually, it's 2-on-1 over there anyway. You guys should be rolling advantage. For now. 26, 20, 12, 6. Okay, Emerald Enclave. One more stabby stabby. $21 for 7. Is that enough? It is. That one's dead. Back to Gex.
Well, I've always wanted to do this. They are still loaded, right?
They are.
It's gonna take his turn, and he's gonna see. You said bonus action to aim him.
Yep. Bonus to aim and action to fire.
And he does so at the captain.
Okay. So again, that is a 1d20 plus 6 on the aim.
One d20 what?
1d20 plus 6.
Ugh.
Oh, you didn't have the 6 in there. So that would be a hit.
It would be a hit. Okay.
And so then the damage is a 3d10. $15. So Jonathan, you see this like ballista like come very close to you and just hit this guy.
You watch it.
I gotta get one of these.
How is he looking?
He's fine.
He's fine? Okay.
Here real quick, the sailor that's up there near you, Gex. He sees you fire it, and he says to you, Mr. Gex, would you like help reloading it?
Oh yeah, sure. I can have another shot then? Sure.
Okay, so on his turn, he can run over and help you with that. Okay, so we're on to the captain. This fight's gonna go on for a while, so I think we'll actually end the session right there, and then we'll continue this fight on Thursday.
Nice. Oh. Oh no. I think I figured it out.
The captain's health is tied to the ship, isn't it?
I mean, he is looking wounded. You can see wounds on him, I will say that. Whatever wounds look like on an undead captain.
Yeah, right. But
So you are causing damage.
Interesting.
But yeah, there's only like one ghost left, so you guys will be able to start focusing. Unless he summons more minions or whatever, so. We'll see what happens.
Ha, nice.
Sounds good.
Well, cool chat. Yeah, we'll wrap up the session right there, and like I said, we'll continue this on Thursday. We'll see if the crew can defeat the captain and see what happens with that. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.